There are storms, like what we see on Earth, and then there is whatever the heck they got going on other planets. We're talking storms the size of multiple planets combined, flares from 50,000 light years away that still affect us, and then there is the storm on Saturn, the weirdest hurricane in the universe. On Saturn's North Pole lies a massive storm with a shape that is just odd. This storm isn't circular like the hurricanes we know, it's a perfect hexagon. Now, imagine a hurricane thousands of miles across, but instead of forming a spiraling round shape, it forms 6 sharp straight edges. A storm that's 20,000 miles wide, large enough to swallow Earth twice, spinning continuously in a giant hexagonal pattern. But why does it look cool? Why is it a hexagon? Now that's the question that keeps the science people fascinated. A bunch of them like to get together and think about how liquids and gases behave when they are moving, and thankfully, they get paid big bucks for that. They found out that Saturn's winds aren't random and chaotic like storms on Earth. Instead, they are incredibly consistent, just insanely fast, and that's what's been keeping it in this 6-sided shape perfectly intact for hundreds of years. Now, I know what you're thinking. What would it be like to go into the storm? Assuming you are invincible, as you fall toward the storm, you'd first see Saturn's beautiful golden cloud tops getting closer and closer. The sheer scale of the hexagon would be mind-blowing. You're approaching a structure, again, 20,000 miles across, nearly 2 Earths in size, with walls made of swirling, churning clouds. From above, you'd be able to see the sharp edges of the hexagon, with those perfectly defined boundaries stretching out in all directions, seemingly endless. As you enter the storm, the winds would hit you immediately, whipping around at speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. Even being invincible, you'd feel the turbulence and immense force pulling you in all directions. The winds would be relentless, circling in perfect cyclonic motion. You'd be surrounded by thick clouds with lightning flashing in the distance, like being caught in a giant chaotic golden whirlpool. If you happen to fall into the eye of the hexagonal storm, you'd experience a moment of eerie calm. Just like in the eye of a hurricane on Earth, this would be a relatively tranquil spot, though surrounded by raging winds. Here, you'd have a moment to gaze up at the incredible swirling walls of the clouds surrounding the hexagon, stretching miles into the sky. Now, getting out would be pretty hard, but you're smart and you'd